Another great season of Sky Carp baseball. Here we are, ABC Supply Stadium. Josh with us, and this place is incredible. So many nooks and crannies to really give folks an experience, right, Josh?
Yeah, there's a lot of different places for people to come and enjoy this game. This is our Beloit Health System Club, of course. And then we've got our group areas, which we've talked about this morning. Just a lot of different, and then the seating bowl in general. There's kind of a cliche, not a bad seat in the house. You've been around here. There's not a bad seat in the house here.
No.
There really isn't.
Let's talk about the type of baseball we get to see happen on that field. And we're talking about some great athletes that come through this club.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the future stars of Major League here today at ABC Supply Stadium. So we are affiliated with the Miami Marlins. And tonight, of course, a lot of people Cubs fans around here, and we're welcoming in the South Bend Cubs. So the future Cubs stars against the future Marlins stars tonight.
Top prospect on the roster is who?
Thomas White. He just happens to be our starting pitcher tonight. One of the top prospects in all of minor league baseball, and the top prospect in the Marlins organization. 20 years old, 6'7" lefty, throws 100.
Wow.
It's something to see.
It really is. Speaking of something to see, Friday nights this season, you shift into Supper Clubbers mode, and that will be playing out throughout again the entire season.
Yeah, we are really, we're embracing that alternate identity. Back a couple of years ago when we changed the name to Sky Carp, Supper Clubbers came in second.
It was a contest.
So there were a lot of Supper Clubber fans out there.
I voted for Supper Clubbers. That was my vote.
Friday nights are your nights, so everybody gets
And what's
happy.
involved in that? The old fashioned.
Yeah, the old fashioned.
Fish
We're
fry.
gonna have the fish fry. As a matter of fact, we're just in our club now. We're just setting up. There's going to be some piano music wafting.
Did that just arrive?
It just arrived. So our wizard Maria is going to set that up today, and so it's going to be a real, it's like the kids say,
all the way down.
It's going to be a vibe.
I think we got to get a selfie over here, because everybody comes up to the club area and they ready. Okay, cool. Can we head outside, take a look at the deck area?
Yeah.
You mentioned not a bad seat in the house, and that just rings true here. I mean, you're always watching the action that's happening out there in the field. And if you want a little downtime too, there's always an opportunity to sneak off to different locations, but this is what it's all about.
This is a beautiful view. And you know what a lot of people like to do is, sure, they'll have their seat for the game. They just like to wander. They'll go right behind the bullpen. We've got drink rails all the way around. It's a 360-degree concourse. So they'll just go right behind the bullpen, watch those guys warm up, and just relax on a warm evening. There's no better place to spend
all the doors
evening.
Behind us here open up?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
How cool.
It's awesome. It's awesome here in the club.
How many can the stadium hold?
So permanent seating is around 2,500, but with standing room around 3,500.
Wow, excellent. And even outside of baseball, there's always events that are going on here.
Yes, absolutely. We've got everything from wedding receptions to company picnics. I mean, there's all sorts of business meetings, all sorts of things. We may or may not be in the process of, setting up a proposal. I mean, I'm just saying, it's going to be a busy summer around here.
Speaking of busy, I've noticed a lot of changes to all the storefronts, including the Beak Boutique. You got so much merchandise in there, and all that stuff is cool.
So much merchandise, and so much new merchandise too. So even if you've been here, you're a season ticket holder, 2025 brings a lot of new things, including, of course, all our Supper Clubbers gear.
The hats
but
are
a lot of the traditional Poopsie stuff too. If you're a Poopsie fan, if you're a Sky Carp fan, a lot of different merch to come check out.
And what's Poopsie's number?
I mean, we don't have to explain that, do we?
No,
really, Aaron?
but clever. It's clever. It's clever. A lot of new foods this year too.
Yeah, we've got a whole new. We've got, the best day of the off season was sampling day for the front office staff. The buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Oh man, they got a loaded baked potato here. They got all kinds of stuff. And we're really excited about our food offerings this year.
I'm looking down there. There was something mentioned by Zach about French fries and all kinds of loading that would go on top of those fries.
There's a lot of loading going on. We got a barbecue station down there. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff.
Maria said a baked potato bigger than your head?
Yes, it literally is. It's like a football. It's like a football. And we of course have the traditional ballpark fare. If you want that, that's great. But man, we got so much more than that too.
here we are in the club area,
Yeah.
but we mentioned all the different facets of the field. I mean,
Yes.
you go over there to Rock and Right, brought
Yes.
to us by Hard Rock. That's a great spot too for those group ventures.
Absolutely. Groups are our lifeblood here. People love to come out. They love to bring their family members, their friends, their groups. Business owners love to treat their employees to a night out. That's, when you're out there, you get the food and the drinks and you get everything included. So you can just sit back, relax and watch the
Coors
game.
Light Chill Zone, speaking
chill
of
zone is
chilling and sitting back.
Great place for kids too.
Yeah.
We've got our little green space there. They're rolling down the hill the entire game and they're having a blast.
They really are. And you mentioned how you can go, players will be back there practicing.
Yes.
You get to be intimate with them. You can
absolutely.
holler down to them, talk to them. They'll toss you a ball every now and again.
Absolutely. It's a great spot. I mean, and autographs for people too before the games up along the rails here. There's our home dugout and the players, especially at this where they're at, their station in life right now, they're more than happy. They're still excited about signing autographs.
I want to put
It's
a
not
challenge out
threat
there to
them.
folks who are watching this. If you've never been to one of these games, try to make it a priority to get up here and come this year because it really is an experience. You're going to love
is.
it. And the stadium, talk on the stadium for just a bit.
Yeah.
4 years old.
Yes.
It still looks brand new.
That's right, 4 years old in August, and you were mentioning too. There's no cracks in the
No.
cement. I mean, it's held up beautifully, and we're just so fortunate to have it here, and fortunate for the people to be able to come.
And your management team, you guys have all stuck together too.
Yeah.
And that's what I like when I get an opportunity to work with you. You're all humming on every cylinder. You guys got this down pat.
Well, the ability to know where the next steps are for each of us is huge. This is the fourth season for many of us in the front office, and as you know, that's kind of a rare thing
is.
for minor league baseball.
It is. Well, doing great work up here. Beloit Sky Carp. Check them out online. A great place to go to peruse for ticket opportunities and everything else you can possibly imagine. And just because there isn't a baseball game here doesn't mean there still could be an event going on. I mean, you've had concerts out there. You've had so
Yes.
much happen at the stadium.
And one of the fun things we do as well, a lot of high school and college teams come in here and play.
Nice.
So for high school kids to see their eyes as big as saucers when they come in here and be like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I get to play here. It's pretty awesome.
All right, so let's just hang out the two of us here like we'd be friends and the camera's off.
Yeah.
You're a huge baseball
Yeah.
fan. How was the break for you? You were just probably struggling, waiting to get to the season, right?
It's always tiring at the end of the year, right? In September, and
Yeah.
you need a breath. About 6 weeks though, I'm going, when's our next game? I really got to wait 6 months for this? So I'm fired up, man, to get this thing started.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you for being with us as always.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to visit throughout the course of the season. Beloit Sky Carp right here in Beloit at ABC Supply Stadium.